Hello guys, welcome to the weekly Forex forecast. This is Wealth Wave and we'll be discussing about few pairs and the next best opportunities on the pairs, starting with dollar index. So we have been calling out on the dollar index from the November of 4th and 5th, the day Donald Trump won the US elections, that like previously in 2016 we have seen market has pushed higher before it started falling in the last Donald Trump era. Similarly, we were expecting price to push higher, take all this liquidity and tap around 110 level before moving down. And market has been following that pathway so far. And as we can see the structure on 4 hour time frame, market has been breaking the structures ever since. And at the current price, what I'm seeing is, if I'm give you the markings, for me this high was the inducement, and after inducement price hasn't yet found any order block or something which it can mitigate and continue down. The last point we have is this last low here. So what can happen in the upcoming week is either market is almost ready in my eyes to continue down and break the lows. If not, if that doesn't happen, the second scenario can be market just can continue higher one more time to break above this high or tap this level at around 105.4 something, which is this low, and from here price can give us a downfall again. So either tap here or not, price has to come down. The overall direction for me is down. It's just the matter of time price want to fall from here or market just want to go little more higher just above this high to come down then. So that's all for dollar index, I think. And here if we can see on the lower time frames, price has not yet broken any structure. It has just swept this low, right? And market can still push higher. So if market pushes higher, let it go higher above this high, then if market gives something, some bearish reactions, then we'll look for selling opportunities. Otherwise, if market continues down and breaks it, it will continue down only, it won't come up. So that's all for dollar index. Jumping onto the euro USD, and on euro USD we have been discussing this as well from a very long time. So after mitigating this demand zone here, we have seen initial break of structure of the price which was here, and after that price came down, induced this low, took this extreme liquidity as well, mitigated the demand, and then ever since price has been bullish. And the last video we uploaded on YouTube, price was somewhere ahead, and I said either price will push higher to break this structure and then continue down, take orders and then continue higher. But what happened is market created this sort of corrective structure liquidity which market took and made some more liquidity here, trendline liquidity. So price grabbed all that liquidity from sell side and then pushed higher aggressively. Now what, after this last break of structure, price has been falling down from this price, giving this retracement, and in my eyes price is ready to go higher. On 4 hour it's not, it doesn't seems like that, because if you see this has been sweeping the high, we don't have any closure, but on 15 minute this was the last high which made this low. So this was the main bearish lag we had, and price has broken that. So considering that 15-minute structure broken, what we can expect is price can complete this corrective structure and come into this fair value gap we have. Let me mark it for you. So this fair value gap can play a major role in next week. So initially on Monday, I'll be expecting price to come down into this fair value gap and then start continuing higher and targeting all these highs and this imbalance we have. So that's what I'm expecting on Euro USD. And second scenario, in the extreme case, what can happen is market can fail this fair value gap and come down, taking all these lows and then continue higher. Both the scenarios are still possible. We just have to see if this fair value gap holds the price or not. that will determine the next leg market might print. Jumping on to the gbpusd, similar price action as eurusd. We have been monitoring it, and we had seen this initial break of structure, and ever since price has been bullish here. And if we talk about the current market condition, is market has taken this inducement here, and after that initially market tried moving higher, failed to break any significant structure, failed again and came down, grabbing all this liquidity under here, mitigating this extreme demand, and then giving us impulse price action. Again, similarly, it has not given us any break of structure because we have just wicks here, similar to the euro usd. And similar to that, what can happen is either price can just continue this price correction after making this high, and you can see last 6 7 candles has been consolidating in this price of 4 hour. So what can happen is either a small correction downwards again, and then price can again continue higher to break the structure again. In the extreme scenario, again second scenario, price can just drop under these two relative equal lows and then push higher. So watch out for the price what it does above these highs, these lows, and then we'll make the decision whether we want to enter into the buys or not. But main direction will be buy for the upcoming week for both euro usd and gbp usd. Now jumping onto the gold, price has been extremely bullish for this particular quarter of the year. If you see, this is the first quarter candle of 2025 and it has been extremely bullish, and 31st of this month will be the last day of this quarter 1 of 2025, and we haven't seen any profit booking from the big players, right? So what can happen is I'm expecting a little fall on Monday, not a big fall, but yeah, it could be a significant fall because on weekly I was expecting this last week could in some condition can come down in this fair value gap and then continue higher, but it didn't. And the reason being, this candle did this weekly candle closed above this high, right? This was the reason. If the body would have closed under this high, then previous weekly candle could have just dipped into this fair value gap and then continued higher. Similarly, again, price has closed above this, so I'm expecting price will open, give some pullback to maybe fill, tap this previous weekly high, which is around 3055, and then continue higher to print a bullish candle next week again. What I'm expecting is this. On daily, we have nothing major, and I'll just jump on the 1 hour. And what I see is after making this all-time high and breaking previous one, and before closing, market has printed this relative equal lows as sell side liquidity. And on Monday, as we can see, a price closed with this bullish push, which can continue with the open. And I want price to go higher above these highs and then start moving little lower to grab all this liquidity before it moves again higher towards 2100, which is the psychological level. And I have few more targets above, and I have come to these targets on behalf of the Fibonacci levels. So these are the few targets which we can target on the for the upcoming week. And I think that's all for gold as well. Jumping on to the last pair, which is Bitcoin. So on Bitcoin, what I remember last was I was expecting market to continue bullish after taking this high, and for me, this was the correction for another push higher, but price failed and gave us this impulsive push down, which shows price still has some more downside to go before it continues bullish. As we know, after tapping this area, price has been bullish, so we can expect this to be a correction before a continuation higher again. So talking about the recent price, I mean, Bitcoin is too volatile sometimes, so it can push higher anytime. If any news, some sort of bullish news for Bitcoin comes from the US, so price can go bullish from any point in time. But what can be the best scenario? I'm expecting price to come lower, break more structures down here, and this was the previous all-time high, and I want price to come little lower from that, and from either 70,000 level or even below that 60, or this zone which I have marked, price can continue from there as well towards the all-time high. So that's what I'm looking price might do. But yes, we'll be updating on all these pairs every week. So with the new price section and new scenarios, we can give you best opportunities what market can do, right? So that's all for this week. Thank you for watching, and I hope it helps you. Do comment down on the video below and tell us what you want more from us, and we will be updating on you on everything from the upcoming weeks. Do join the socials, links are in the description. And yes, subscribe and like the video. Thank you. Have a good one.